Welcome back to Memories Hollywood 1960s. Today, we're setting sail with one of the most iconic TV shows of the 1960s, Gilligan's Island, 1964 to 1967. This classic sitcom followed the hilarious misadventures of 7 castaways stranded on a deserted island. From the bumbling Gilligan to the glamorous Ginger, the characters became household names. In this episode, we'll take a nostalgic look at the actors who brought these unforgettable roles to life. We'll explore their real ages and names during the show's original run and find out where their lives and careers have taken them since then. Ginger Grant, played by Tina Louise, is the glamorous movie star stranded on the island. With her Hollywood charm, beauty, and stylish wardrobe, Ginger often tries to use her fame and acting skills to help the group escape or deal with their challenges. She adds a touch of elegance and humor to the island's dynamic. When Gilligan's Island first aired in 1964, Tina Louise was 30 years old. Her portrayal of Ginger, with her allure and charisma, made the character a memorable part of the show's success. Tina Louise, born on February 11, 1934, is now 90 years old. Before Gilligan's Island, she had already made a name for herself in Hollywood with roles in films like God's Little Acre, 1958, which earned her a Golden Globe Award. After her iconic role as Ginger Grant, Louise continued to act in both film and television, though she distanced herself from Gilligan's Island due to concerns about typecasting. She later took on dramatic roles in films like The Stepford Wives, 1975, and pursued a career in writing, publishing books for children and adults. Despite her complex relationship with the show, Tina Louise remains a beloved figure in television history. Jungle Boy, portrayed by Kurt Russell, appears in a 1965 episode. He is a young boy who has been living alone on the island, surviving in the jungle without adult supervision. Gilligan befriends him, and the Jungle Boy adds an interesting twist to the storyline, as the castaways wonder if he might hold the key to their escape. Kurt Russell was only 14 years old when he played this role in 1965, early in his career as a child actor, showcasing his talent and natural charisma even at a young age. Kurt Russell, born on March 17, 1951, is now 73 years old and has had a highly successful career in Hollywood. After his early roles as a child actor, including appearances in Disney films, Russell transitioned to more mature roles in the 1980s with films like Escape from New York, 1981, and The Thing, 1982. He became known for his versatility, starring in action films, comedies, and dramas. Some of his notable later roles include Tombstone, 1993, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, 2017, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 2019. With a career spanning over 6 decades, Kurt Russell remains one of Hollywood's most enduring and versatile actors. Gilligan, portrayed by Bob Denver, is the bumbling yet lovable first mate of the SS Minnow. His well-meaning but clumsy actions often lead to hilarious situations, thwarting the castaways' numerous attempts to escape the island. With his iconic red shirt, white sailor hat, and childlike innocence, Gilligan quickly became the heart of the show. Bob Denver was 29 years old when the series premiered in 1964. His portrayal of Gilligan cemented his status as a television icon, beloved for his comedic timing and physical humor. Bob Denver, born on January 9, 1935, passed away in 2005 at the age of 70. Before Gilligan's Island, Denver gained fame as the beatnik Maynard G. Krebs in The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis, 1959 to 1963. Post Gilligan's Island, Denver appeared in various television shows and films, although he remained closely associated with his role as Gilligan. He embraced this legacy, often appearing in reunion specials and public appearances as the character. Denver also worked as a radio host in his later years. Despite being typecast, Bob Denver's impact on American television comedy remains significant, and he is fondly remembered for his unforgettable role as Gilligan. Erica Tiffany Smith, portrayed by Zsa Zsa Gabor, is a wealthy socialite who briefly appears. Her character is glamorous and sophisticated, interested in buying the island for a resort. Erica's elegance and charm cause quite a stir among the castaways, particularly catching the attention of the men. Zsa Zsa Gabor was 47 years old when she appeared on the show in 1965, bringing her signature style and larger-than-life personality to the role, which added a touch of luxury to the island's rustic setting. Zsa Zsa Gabor, born on February 6, 1917, passed away in 2016 at the age of 99. She was a Hungarian-American actress and socialite, best known for her beauty, charm, and wit. Gabor starred in films like Moulin Rouge, 1952, and Lily, 1953, but it was her glamorous lifestyle and public persona that made her an international celebrity. Known for her multiple marriages, quick wit, and famous catchphrase, "Darling," Gabor became an icon of Hollywood elegance and sophistication. Although she appeared in numerous films and television shows, her legacy is largely tied to her public image as one of the most famous socialites of her era. Thurston Howell III, played by Jim Backus, is the fabulously wealthy and comically pompous millionaire stranded. Known for his snobbish attitude and constant mentions of his vast fortune, Howell provides much of the show's humor with his extravagant demands and obliviousness to the island's reality. Despite his arrogance, Howell's character is ultimately lovable, and his interactions with the other castaways, especially his wife Lovey, add depth to the show. Jim Backus was 52 years old when Gilligan's Island premiered in 1964, bringing decades of acting experience to the role. Jim Backus, born on February 25, 1913, passed away in 1989 at the age of 76. His long and successful career spanned radio, television, and film. Before Gilligan's Island, Backus was well known as the voice of the iconic cartoon character Mr. Magoo, as well as for his role in Rebel Without a Cause, 1955, where he played James Dean's father. Backus was a versatile actor, equally adept at drama and comedy, and his portrayal of Thurston Howell III became one of his most famous roles. Even after Gilligan's Island, Backus continued to act, though his health declined in later years. His distinctive voice and comedic talents left a lasting legacy in Hollywood. Marion Summers, played by Dawn Wells, is the sweet, down-to-earth farm girl from Kansas. Known for her wholesome charm, practicality, and positive attitude, Marion stands out as the girl next door among the castaways. She often helps solve problems with her resourcefulness and adds a warm, friendly dynamic to the group. Dawn Wells was 25 years old when she first appeared as Mary and in 1964. Her portrayal made her character one of the most beloved on the show, admired for her kindness and relatability. Dawn Wells, born on October 18, 1938, passed away in 2020 at the age of 82. After her time on Gilligan's Island, Wells continued acting in theater, television, and film, though she is most remembered for her role as Mary Ann. She embraced her connection to the character and even authored books like What Would Marion Do?, reflecting on the values her character represented. In addition to acting, Wells was involved in charity work and produced projects for theater. Despite the challenges of being typecast, her enduring popularity as Mary Ann cemented her status as a cherished figure in classic television history. Mrs. Lovey Howell, portrayed by Natalie Schafer, is the refined and elegant wife of millionaire Thurston Howell III. As a socialite accustomed to luxury, Lovey brings sophistication and humor to the castaways' life on the island, often oblivious to the harsh realities of their situation. Her comedic dynamic with her husband, particularly her indulgence of his eccentricities, is a highlight of the show. Natalie Schafer was 64 years old when she first took on the role of Lovey Howell, and her performance added a touch of class and charm to the otherwise rustic setting of the series. Natalie Schafer, born on November 5, 1900, passed away in 1991 at the age of 90. Her career spanned over 5 decades, with work in film, theater, and television before becoming widely recognized for her role in Gilligan's Island. Prior to the show, Schafer had a long career on Broadway and in Hollywood, often playing elegant, wealthy women. After Gilligan's Island, she made guest appearances on various television shows and continued to be admired for her comedic timing. Schafer was also a savvy investor, and much of her wealth came from real estate. Her portrayal of Mrs. Howell remains one of her most iconic roles, leaving a lasting legacy in the world of television comedy. Professor Roy Hinckley, played by Russell Johnson, is the highly intelligent and resourceful castaway. Known simply as the Professor, his character is responsible for coming up with inventive solutions to the island's problems, often using nothing more than bamboo and coconuts. Despite his many brilliant inventions, none seem to get the castaways off the island, a running joke throughout the series. Russell Johnson was 40 years old when he took on the role in 1964, bringing a calm and authoritative presence to the often chaotic life on the island. Russell Johnson, born on November 10, 1924, passed away in 2014 at the age of 89. Before Gilligan's Island, Johnson had a steady career in film and television, often playing military roles due to his own service as a bomber pilot during World War II. After Gilligan's Island, he continued to work in television and film, though he is most remembered for his portrayal of the Professor. Johnson embraced his iconic role, often attending fan conventions and participating in reunion specials. In addition to acting, he became an advocate for AIDS research after losing his son to the disease, showing a deep commitment to causes beyond the screen. Dr. Boris Balinkoff, portrayed by Vito Scotti, is a quirky and sinister scientist who appears in several episodes. As one of the show's memorable guest characters, Dr. Balinkoff attempts various mad experiments on the castaways, adding an element of sci-fi and comic villainy to the island's adventures. Scotti played the role with a flair for eccentricity, making the character both funny and menacing. Vito Scotti was around 47 years old when he first appeared as Dr. Balinkoff, adding to his extensive list of comedic and villainous roles on television. Vito Scotti, born on January 26, 1918, passed away in 1996 at the age of 78. A prolific character actor, Scotti appeared in countless television shows and films throughout his career, often playing comedic or villainous roles with equal skill. He was known for his versatility, frequently portraying characters of various ethnic backgrounds, including Italians, Russians, and even Spanish or Middle Eastern roles. Beyond Gilligan's Island, Scotti's career highlights include appearances on shows like The Godfather, 1972, Columbo, and Get Smart. His ability to blend humor with a touch of menace made him a popular and dependable actor in Hollywood for decades. That wraps up our journey back to Gilligan's Island on Memories Hollywood 1960s. It's amazing to see how the cast members have aged and what they've accomplished since their days as stranded castaways. From Hollywood stars to new career paths, these actors left a lasting legacy on television history. Be sure to subscribe for more fun, facts, and updates from the golden era of Hollywood. Until next time, keep the memories alive and stay tuned for more classic TV and film nostalgia.